Good evening. My name is Severin Garrett, and tonight is our team call. This is Team Propel and Team for Life. And I'm having trouble even remembering the day. It's August 19th, Monday. And tonight we're going to be talking about tools and resources that are available to you as partners. And the good news is we have a lot of options. The bad news is we have a lot of options, and sometimes that can be confusing. So, I would like to make some things super simple for you all tonight and just kind of walk you through what I feel like are the three main resources or tools that we can use as partners. Now, you may have others that you use, so don't feel like these are the only ones. But I believe that these three have been really impactful in my journey, and I hope they will be in yours as well. So, we're going to begin by talking about the Boards app. I think that is the simplest and easiest tool to use that we have. So, I will actually just, do a quick demonstration in a minute. But the Boards app is going to be best to be done on your phone. It is very, very phone friendly. But tonight, I'm going to show it to you on the computers so you know you can do both. Then we're going to talk about the hub, which is off of our partner page. And the hub is going to just be a little more corporate resources. So I'll give you some hints when to go to boards, when to go to the hub. And then finally, we're going to be talking about the Facebook recording page where you can find illness and disease specific recordings to send to your prospects and or customers. So we want to make this process simple for you, but I have to be honest. It's going to require a little time and attention on your side. You're going to have to make some effort to learn these tools. So it's not like day one, you're going to go, oh, I know where everything is. It is a little bit of a process, but I promise you, you'll learn when you're playing around, when you're practicing. And so make a point after this call in the next few days to go on each of these three resources and just play around, find the things that you like the best. So let's start out with the Boards app. Let me see if I can share screen real quick. It always sounds so easy to share screen, and then sometimes it just doesn't work the way you're hoping, right? So give me 1 second, and oh, there it is. Okay. Can you guys see that? No, not yet, right? Here's my Boards app and share. Better? Whitney, thank you for the nod. That helps me. Okay, so each of us have access to the Boards app. Again, I would prefer to use it on my phone, and I'll give you some examples in a moment, but you can use it on your laptop or your desktop. So at a minimum, we can have access to Team Jabez. That's our overarching team. Sandy Leonard created that name years ago, and so it's easy to remember. She loves the prayer of Jabez. And we also, many of us have access to the Campbell team boards. So if you do not have access to these or you're having trouble figuring out how to find them, then get with your leader. We're not going to be able to give you all the details tonight. But I promise you, you have access to these with a little help from your leader, and they are free. So I always start at Team Jabez just to make it super simple. And I think that this is going to be the easiest place to grab relevant tools that you can quickly send to a prospect. So, for example, I've just logged into Team Jabez and I love going to What's New. What's New is updated most every week. We have a partner, her name is Stacy, and she's been updating the heck out of this for us. And she's just recently accepted a new job, so I'm scared it's not going to be as updated, but I'm sure they'll figure that out. But for now, just know that anytime I go to Team Jabez, I just go straight into What's New because she's been updating it often. And what I found when I was preparing for tonight's call is that we have some great new business opportunity stories out there. So let me show you a couple of these just so you can see what they look like. These are wonderful digital images that you can quickly throw into your stories on Instagram or Facebook and really just generate interest about our business opportunity. You can also, and she does just a great job of putting, some of these are just really nicely done. We can't create that, nice of an image ourselves. So why reinvent the wheel? Use the ones they created. So right now, I just found these the other day when I was looking on here for new business stories. But the other thing that she would have out here are the newest incentives, like the new partner incentive that was $10, build to last. I also enjoyed going to the new complete recipes section. And to be quite honest, some of these have been out here for a while, but some of these are brand new, like some of these cute little one pagers that you could put onto your, again, social media, a brand new tropical shake. We're doing moving and shaking soon. And these would be great to share with some of your prospects for our new program. And we'll talk about that at the end. Whitney's going to share about moving and shaking. So I'm hoping that what you're seeing is the Boards app is super simple to use. All you do is log in and you go to Team Jabez and you choose where you want to go. So you're going to have to spend a little time here, but they have something on the products. You can look at all the different products listed. You can look at the order form, pricing images, product bundles. I just don't have a time to show you all of it, but I hope you're seeing that it's super simple. Now, when you're on your phone, I'll just finish out with this last thing about boards is, let's say that I wanted to use one of these fact sheets and I wanted to send it to a prospect. When I click on it, I can share that directly from my phone via text to my prospect. It is so simple. So you want to practice that. Send yourself to a few of these things, see how simple it is. And so what I believe that this is designed for is those quick conversations. You're in a coffee shop, you run into a girlfriend from high school and you're like, she says, I think you're doing Juice Plus, right? And you're like, yes. And she's like, I've been wanting to talk to you about it. All you have to do
is this one to go or no?
I'm sorry, I'm going to
You
mute
missed
Brenda
it.
real quick. Okay. So all you have to do is quickly share that with her directly from your Boards app. You're done, right? But play around with it, because in the beginning on the desktop, it's a little different than the phone. So this is my first tool that I go to if I'm looking for something interesting to send to a prospect, and especially if I want to text it to them. But I can also share things via email. So this is the Boards app. Again, just for review, I find it to be the easiest one for my phone. And it allows you to share resources very, very quickly with your customers and your prospects. And it's a free app. So if you do not know how to get into it, get with your leader and they will help you. It is super simple. The second tool that we're going to talk about tonight is the Hub. So just raise your hand if you have been into the Hub at all and you use the Hub. Okay, great. Got a few of you all. So what I want to show you is I am signing in as a partner into our partner page. All of you have a partner page. And if you need help getting in there, just again, check with your leader. But as soon as I sign in, I go over to the light bulb. That's my big indicator of where I'm going for the Hub. The Hub, just to differentiate, is designed by corporate for us, and it will have all the corporate tools that we need and more. So I was on here today and I was amazed that they've created these amazing digital, we go backwards for a second, digital training guides already for our new tools that are coming out September 1st. So I'm just going to show you a few of these really quick. But what I found was that they're basically they have created corporate a few simple slides. Most of these are less than 5 slides, and they show us how to get into the Hub and what it's going to look like in the future. So we've got some great little tutorials out there. And I think I'll jump into these like September 1st when we have the new software, but super simple. And again, all I did was go into, let me see if there's an easy way to show you. Yeah, here we go. So all I did was go into the hub, which was my light bulb, the top of the Juice Plus portal. And the first thing I saw was the new things. This is my sliding images. The new things are these training guides. So spend some time with these. I think they're super great. But what most often I use the hub for is I go down into the resources. Again, it's the light bulb. So think light bulb. This is where I'm going to grab things that are corporate related. And when I'm in the hub, I'm going to first choose my country. I think we all know that we're in the US, right? That's pretty simple. And then I've got to kind of choose where I want to go within the hub. And, the things that I go to the hub for would be a product sheet, which in some worlds we call the order form. When we do events, we try to call it the product sheets. And so if you're looking for an updated price sheet, because we've just added Luminate and you might not have one and you want to do an event, you would very simply go into the hub and sign in, as I mentioned, to your Juice Plus partner portal, then choose the light bulb, then choose US, and then now I'm going to choose products and research. And again, you'll have to play around with it. I'm giving you a few simple instructions tonight, but if I scroll to the bottom of products and research, I've got some great tools. These are actually wonderful resources that you can send to prospects. But if I scroll on down, I'm going to get to an order form, I hope. Sometimes, oh yeah, here it is, the US order form. So when we do events, we try to have these order forms printed so that people can quickly see our product overview and see our cost per day. That's the main thing I love to point out. So the hub, again, is for corporate related research or corporate related resources. Now, there will be things out there, like they've got some amazing digital resources. Let me see if I can go back to them. That, again, you shouldn't be reinventing the wheel. They're creating beautiful things to go onto our Facebook and our Instagram pages. So those would be found under, let me go back to United States. This is my main, and then digital guides and tutorials is the best place to find some of the images. So I think you'll love these tools, but I'm trying to give you some differentiation. We talked about boards first. I use that primarily for what's new and for things that I quickly want to send a prospect or a customer because I've got their text number. The hub is going to be designed more for corporate related resources. And some of those are going to be really great digital resources. The last thing I want to show you, let me just clean up a little bit here for you, is on Facebook. So when we're in Facebook, I hope everyone has a Facebook account. If not, you might want to set one up just to be able to access some of these resources. So you can see this is my profile, Severin Garrett, and all the things I have out there. If I go to the search tab up here at the top and I type in the word recordings, plural, see that first one that popped up? You have to be invited to this group. So your team member or your leader may need to invite you, but this is my favorite resource to go to when I'm looking for disease-related information. So I recently had a friend who was diagnosed with some thyroid issues. So I typed in thyroid and quickly I got this 5-minute video from Dr. Saran. I got, another option here. So what I would suggest is that you use the search window and then you actually listen to some of these resources or read them if there are documents and see which one's going to be most effective for your particular customer. And so I looked at 3 or 4 of these, and I chose 2 to send to my customer who has been diagnosed with some major thyroid issues. So you will be amazed. There's cancer out here. There's throat cancer. There's very specific things. There's cholesterol. There's hormones. Anything and everything you want is stored on this page regarding specific disease or illness. And if you can't find what you're looking for, check with your leader. And again, they might have another way of looking at it. Sometimes the disease is so specific that you might need to go into a little higher level. So it might be inflammation because they're struggling with an autoimmune condition. But anyway, we can help you find the right resources. So I'm going to take us back to just a quick overview, and then I'm going to open up for some questions. So we've talked about boards. Think phone, easy access, quick documents to send to your prospects. We've talked about the hub. Think corporate resources, great digital images, product information sheets. And then finally, we've talked about Facebook recordings page. And that's going to be disease specific, illness specific recordings most often. So I want to open up the line. Go ahead and unmute yourselves and let me know what questions you have about those specific resources. Yes, Melanie?
So with the Tower Garden being split from Juice Plus, is
Yes.
Tower Garden Recesses still going to be in the same place? Or are they going to take all of that out and put it somewhere else?
They're going to take all that out and put it somewhere else. And we have not heard where that will be yet. But Tower Garden will have their own specific tools that will be separate from Juice Plus. That's a great question.
We'll sit down. We'll sit down.
Did that happen at September 1st? Like
September 1st is this official split with the digital resources. And so I would assume we'll know more by then, but I'm not exactly sure when the Tower Garden resources will be available.
Okay.
Good question, though. Thank you for asking, Melanie.
Sure.
Anyone else have a question? The other thing I wanted to mention, in case you have not done this yet, is our primary tools day to day are Voxer. We should be connected with our leader and our team members on Voxer. And so every day we should check Voxer just for updates. So our team today, I left a Voxer about what tonight's call was about. So every day, if you can, check Voxer. And secondly, check your team Facebook page. That's where we're going to store events and updates, such as the Moving and Shaking event that's starting on the 25th. Whitney, would you open us up and tell us a little bit about that event? I am getting so many people interested because it's so simple to join, right?
Yes. Okay. I was going to let Courtney and Marsha, I just added you to the recordings group too. So
Thank you.
everyone else is probably on there. So I added y'all.
Thank you.
Then if you want to get on boards and Voxer, we can help you do that too. Okay. So Moving and Shaking. If you haven't heard about it yet, I created a group and I'm collaborating with Severin and several other of our buddies. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 7 days starting next Sunday through Saturday. And we are doing a challenge where you're going to drink one complete smoothie every day and then commit to moving your body and exercising at least 20 minutes a day. So it's really simple. But what we're doing is we've created a Facebook group. So in order to be added to that, you need to make sure that you have purchased at least one bag of the complete. And remember, you can get one bag for $42, or you can get the full 60 servings for $155. So what I am encouraging you to do is join us and then share it with some people, because it's so simple. Like Severin said, I've also had brand new people that they want to get healthier this fall. You know, they're wanting to do something simple. And so, so it's very doable. You know, it's order some complete. We're going to share tons of recipes for smoothies, shakes, smoothie bowls, and then we're going to encourage fitness and exercise. So it's really easy, and you're going to feel great, and it's just 7 days. So that's pretty
Thank
much
you.
it. So if you're not already in it, just let us know and we'll add you to it. And that way you can share it. And we have a great little graphic that you guys can post or text out. And anybody that wants to order, you can help them do that. So.
Yes. And I believe that at least where I live, and I am in a very rural area, as late as Wednesday, they can still order and get their complete by the weekend. So don't feel like you're too late to post. Go ahead and do that now, because I think people can still get their complete and get started with us. So I love it, Whitney. Thanks for creating that visual. I think it is a fun, easy way to restart people during this busy back to school season. Any other questions about tools and resources or about our event that's starting on August 25th? I know that you have more questions on the tools and resources. I have questions. We've got so many. So don't feel bad if you have to raise your hand and ask your leader, where am I going to find this or that? It is very overwhelming in the beginning, but I want to assure you that I'd rather have more than less. So we'll help you find the right tool, and don't be bashful about asking for it. And secondly, I want to give you our call dates in September. Can you believe September's next week? It's amazing, isn't it? So we're going to do 2 team calls. We're taking off the first week because that's Labor Day. And we're going to do the 16th, which will be right after conference. And so we're going to have a conference wrap up on Monday, September 16th. And then on Monday, September 30th, Elena is going to share with us about customer care. So we've got our September booked. Mark your calendars. It will always be at 8 p.m. and we'll finish by 8:30. And we'll use the exact same number for our meeting ID and password. So we're so glad that you guys joined us tonight. And we have another minute or two if you guys have any questions.
I have one. I need to figure out how to change the name on my thing, because this is my husband's account, but I use it. And I'm not Marcus. He is. He doesn't.
Oh, I was going to call you Marcus. So
I'm
what is your
Marsha.
first
Okay.
name? Marsha?
Marsha.
Oh, well, close enough. So Marsha,
Yeah.
if you see the 3 dots in the top right-hand corner of your photo, if you move your,
Yes.
okay, if you click on that, all you have to do is choose rename. It's about halfway down in that list. And then you can type over Marcus and you can be Marsha.
There you go.
Yay. I know I have done it before.
Oh, there you go. It's kept. Yeah. Okay.
Perfect.
Super simple. So Whitney sometimes uses this team meeting, and she has to sign in as me because we're sharing this account. So she just has to quickly change her name every time she uses it as a leader. So we're used to that. But I'm glad you asked the question, Marsha. That was a good one.
Well, I have
Welcome,
asked
Brenda.
questions to things, and they have written back and said, Marcus, we will get back to you soon. And I'm like,
Oh yeah, Marcus. Yeah, love it, Marsha.
Okay.
B1 and B2, welcome. We're glad you girls are here.
Yeah, we were running just a bit behind. We had the alarm set and then got busy talking and just.
That's okay. We're glad you're here. We recorded it
thank you.
so everyone can have access to it tomorrow. Lynn Henry, any thoughts on events this week? Are we missing anything outside of moving and shaking?
I saw there was one about hormones. I'll have to find it, but
We'll put it in our team Facebook page, right?
yeah.
And I'm
Actually,
gonna, Severin, I'm gonna do another Simple Solutions Zoom tomorrow night. So
oh, great.
to get on, I can send you that. I'm gonna be doing most every Tuesday evening. I'm gonna do it at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
That gives the opportunity. If you have someone you're in conversation with, it's an easy way. It's pretty much the same 20-minute presentation. So some of you guys have seen that, but I go through an overview of you know, why we need Juice Plus and that it's a great solution and the products, and I'll share my story. And then depending on what partners are on there, sometimes I'll just ask a partner to share why they got started and what Juice Plus has done for them. So, so I'll do that tomorrow.
Perfect. Thank you,
I'll say
Whitney.
too, on that boards, that Severin was showing, there's an events thing and
Oh,
that
yeah,
often has good stuff on it.
good. Thank you. All right, ladies, thank you for taking time out of your busy evening. We really appreciate you guys jumping on and staying connected through your Voxer app and our Facebook group. And if you have any questions, get with your leader. But so good to see your faces tonight. Thank you, everyone.
It's
Thank
good to
you.
be seen.
Good night.
Have a
you
good
too.
night.
Bye.
Thank you.